have a Stihl chainsaw. This is an MS 261. Looks fairly clean, right? Okay. But you need to go a little bit further than just the exterior of it. So what you need to do is remove your chain cover and your bar and your chain. Got your tool. All I always do is go like that, push down on it on the bench instead of sitting it up on its side. This way you can use the bench as leverage with your tool. So you want to remove these and pull that out. This one's pretty clean. You want to be able to clean inside here also. You're supposed to have 2 guards on it. One here and one there. So you need to get that taken care of. And then you need to remove your bar and your chain. Just pick it up off the back here, the little adjuster, and you can lift the whole chain and the bar out. Okay, I have it off. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you did have the chain on properly the right direction. So this would be the top. The chain goes this way, and your cutting edge is right here, and then your cutting edge on the bottom is going to be right here. And right here is your cutting edge. All right, you see it nice and shiny. This is not your cutting edge. This is your cutting edge. So cutting edge will be going this way on the top and then this way on the bottom, okay? Still, the saw looks pretty clean. They cleaned it pretty decent, but this is as far as they went. You have a small T25 Torx that goes right here. Need to remove that. I cleaned this already. I said, hey, I better do something about this. Keep on running across this. So need to clean that up with a scraper, even a little screwdriver, scrape up against it, remove the pieces on it because it gets baked on there like this, okay? That looks nasty. And also you got 3 more screws, one here, one there, and one there. These are T25 also. And also you need to remove your clutch drum, brake drum assembly. And it has a E-clip that snaps in here. What you do is get a small screwdriver in there and pry it out. And you can lift this up off of there. Then you can grab a hold of this one, part of it. Chain drive, and here's the brake drum, clutch drum. Pull it up, get it out of there. Watch out for your bearing. You want to inspect your bearing, make sure it's not melted. If it's melted, then you need to replace it. And this one's got a very sharp edge on the top. See how that side is, and now see how that one is. Kind of chunky there. So this needs to be replaced. It's not any good. And also this clump of crud came off with it. See, it's just a bunch of, I guess, tree branches or whatever, plants. That's not no good either. Shouldn't have that in there. You need to get that out of there. So we need to replace our bearing. You remove these 3 screws. Now you can remove your little cover. See how dirty it is? Look at that. That's nice, huh? All that accommodates, it affects your drum. And inside this drum, I already cleaned it. Had a big ridge of dirt all the way around it. And you get the dirt in there and it makes this brake assembly really touchy. Okay, so we're gonna clean it up all inside here. Get all that dirt out of there. And it's just, yeah, we cleaned it. Okay, so, and also you might want to do is just remove the cover and clean your air filter. And then you want to remove this side also. Get that dirt out of inside. Get that dirt from inside there out of there. Same T25 flat blade. Pull it up off of there. And you can remove these screws. Move your brake lever out of the way, and you can pull your recoil assembly out. Get yourself a decent flat blade. What you want to do is push it down there, and then you want to turn it like you're going to loosen a screw. Basically spring loaded. There's 3 of them. Do the same thing. And what you want to do is just pick it up out of there. Not too bad. Here's your air filter. Just what you want to do before you take your filter off is blow it around here and make sure you get all the dirt from around it. So when you take it off, it doesn't fall down inside there. And also you want to remove your recoil assembly. Got your screws. Got one more underneath the cover. 4 of them. And watch on this one. It's got a little sleeve spacer on it. That's to allow for your brake lever. Pick it up over that and get it off of there. Kind of hard to do things by one-handed. Okay, get this off. Yeah, there's dirt inside there, huh? If this is a dirty area, then your engine's going to overheat and it's going to start melting stuff. Yeah. Superficial clean on the outside, but on the inside it's not clean. Okay, if you got a parts washer tank, you want to clean it up inside there. Keep cleaning and blow it with the blowgun. Blow it on inside there. Keep blowing it till you get all the dirt out of there the best you can. Clean the motor, the cylinder fins, and inside there on your flywheel. Inside in here, get dirt out of there best you can. And behind your igniter assembly and your coil. Blow out around your carburetor. Once you get it all clean, then you can take it out. Blow it off real good. Same thing with your recoil assembly. Get it best you can. And any other parts that you got. All right. Next you want to do is wipe off your recoil cord. Pull it, use a rag and keep pulling it out and bring it back in. Wipe off all that dirt that you can off that cord. And next you can go ahead and install it. All right, you got your recoil assembly on, you got your 4 screws, and don't forget about the one with the spacer. It goes in there, snug them up. Then you want to do is clean your air filter. What you want to do is grab it, twist it, turn it, pull it off. Go around, tap it, and then go ahead and wipe it off, and then put it back on. Push it on there like that, and just push it, and then lines up, turn it, snaps in place. Got your top cover. Go ahead, slide it in there. Make sure you decompression lever's there. That's sticking through. Now you can go ahead and push them down and turn them to lock them in. And it will turn. Alright. If it ain't lined up. Boom. There we go. Okay, here we are on this side now. So, what we need to do, what you want to do is look at your chain brake spring. Make sure it's not broke. It's in one piece. Make sure the levers aren't, anything's missing inside here. Should be okay. Next you want to do is get this thing in there, pop it in there, push it in, get your 3 screws started, and then you want to snug them up. All right, so here we are. There's the oiler that spins around with the chain brake drum, goes into this notch. You'll see it's a little lever that's in there. If it's this style, the lever will be sticking out, and you have to push this on there and find it. And when it does, it'll drop in it, and you'll feel pretty good. So I got me a new bearing. Put my new bearing on there, and put this one in there. And I'm pretty sure this is driven off of down below underneath. So it's not driven off the drum, okay? Because the bearing's pretty close to it right there. So all right, so then we can go like that. Got the drum on, the bearing in there. Put this in there. Washer. Now your E-clip, you need to get a pair of pliers. Squeeze it on there. Okay, I squeezed it on there like that. Use 2 fingers, 2 hands. One on the pliers and one to guide it on there. Okay. Like I said, if it had the oiler, it'd be a little rod and it'd be lined up with that little mark there. You have to find the rod down in there and line it up. And you can put this back on. Push it in there. Get your screws started. And go ahead and snug them up. Once you got these 3 screws snugged up, you can put your little guide, chain guide on there. Guard. And it's got 1 little screw holding it. And just make sure your chain tensioner mechanism isn't bent, which is that. Okay, 3 screws, snug them up, and that screw, snug that one up. Next is your bar. Make sure your holes are nice and clean. Those are for your oiler. And then you want to take a little screwdriver and run it through the groove of it to clean it out. Also, what you want to do is you want to look at the end here if it's really bowed in or not. Big edge there. That's where they've been cutting mostly with this bar on the end. Okay, you can see how it is. It's not straight. So the bar is kind of worn. And don't worry about the blue mark. That's just the heat treating of it. And also right here is a wear mark. So I'm gonna put back together. Remember the chain goes this way, so the cutting teeth to be facing this way and then going that way. Okay, I got this chain on the bar, the teeth facing the right direction. And then go ahead, 2 hands, right hand holding this on the right, and the left there guiding it onto the sprocket. And once you get it all on there, and you got your bar into your tensioner hole, and get your cover, put your cover over top, and get your nuts started, and snug them up. And I put my other guide in there, remember I was missing one. Okay, bar is on with the chain. Chain is in the sprocket. Tensioner is in the hole. Now all you gotta do is grab that, throw it over the top, place it down on there, and snug up my nuts. Okay, I always wiggle the bar up and down like that, and I'll snug them up with my finger. And that's it. And then what you want to do is go ahead, take your chain, turn it, make sure it's not binding. Double check that your cutting teeth are the right direction. It's right here, going that way. All right. Now all I need to do is set the tension. you're gonna do is pull it and hear it snap. Okay, not extremely tight and not extremely loose. Okay, now all I need to do is go ahead and tighten them up. And when you're tightening them up, you just leave the chainsaw on the bench and then use the bench for your leverage. Just tighten it up. You don't want it loose, and you don't want it bear down on it either, but you want it tight. Okay. And double check it. Make sure it turns. Chain brake. This one, they were complaining that the chain brake comes on too easy. Well, if you really have big fat gloves, it will come on easy. But it sounds normal and feels normal to me. Okay, double check your tightness right here. Make sure it's good. Chain's still movable. Tightness of it is good. Because when you tighten these two up, it will make it more snug and it will tighten it up even more. Okay? Takes up the slap. All right, next you want to do is go ahead and fire it up and run it. And let it clear out any of the debris that might have got sucked in there from the solvent or anything. And if you can't pull it, then you possibly got it hydrolocked, a lot of fluid in the combustion chamber. Then you have to pull a spark plug. But it should be good. So now I can do is start it, run it a little bit, and then double check it. When the chain is running around, it should spray some oil down on the bottom. That'll tell you that your oiler is working properly. And you're all set to go.